It'll be the other O'Brien coming in. Cody O'Brien will come out of the bullpen. Fielder's choice on that one. Everybody advances safely. I can understand why he went home with that one. The play was right in front of him. It was a ground ball back to the mound. It was a sharp one off his glove. He tipped it to get it in front of him still. Did Connor O'Brien. He recovered. He had plenty of time. Plenty of time to get the runner at first, it is, but he tried to throw home with that one. As I said, I understand that because the play was right in front of him. He knew he might have had a chance to run right home, but he would have had Dixon pretty easily, actually, had he just thrown the ball to first base. But he tried to go for the lead runner, and he threw the ball high and wide of the bag and pretty easily slid under the tag. I think he would have beat it down anyway, had the throw been even on line to get him at home. Or maybe a perfect throw, but maybe a little bit of mental miscue there for Mankato, and they allow the third run of the inning to come across. And it is a 5-1 Stingers lead. They have not had they've had one hit in the inning. They haven't had anything for extra bases. They have 2 walks, a hit by pitch, 2 RBI single by left. Well, that was the only hit of this inning. And Troy Dixon, a fielder's choice RBI there. So either way you slice it, the Stingers offense taking advantage of all they can. And Cody O'Brien will replace his O'Brien counterparts in tonight's game now coming out of the bullpen. He is a right-hander out of Scottsdale Community College, a teammate of Stinger this year. Zach Taylor has since gone on to the professional level, signed a contract with the Milwaukee Brewers, 15th round pick of the Brewers, and has been in the rookie league since then in Arizona. But Cody O'Brien, mind you, is the new pitcher here for Mankato. So just to preface, 2 different guys, 2 O'Briens, same spelling, O-B-R-I-E-N, but first 2 letters are the same in that one as well, but it's Cody now instead of Connor. Cody O'Brien, the new pitcher. It's only his 4th game of the season. He's only thrown in 4 1/3 innings so far, but is not allowed to run. He's only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts for him. So the right-hander will come in. And we now have Will Leinen tuning in to tonight's game via the webcast. So glad to have Will along tonight. He said he had a few problems with the stream, but glad to see it is back up and working for him, and hopefully back up and working for everybody else as well. Hopefully no one else had any problems on the stream tonight, but we're back up and at 'em here at the Beehive. Stingers lead by 4 in the bottom half of the 5th. And now it'll be Justin Thackston's turn. Takes the first pitch strike from the new pitcher, Cody O'Brien. This will be his 4th appearance of the season, all in relief for O'Brien. Right-hander will come set above his head and then comes to the stretch position at just a little bit above the belt. Delivers a strike here in the outer half, and it's 0-2 now in Thackston. Very interesting set position for him, as I said. As he brings the ball and glove together, he brings it together over the top of his head and then lowers it down like he's in an elevator going down from the 10th floor to the 1st floor all the way to his belt. And then looks at first base a couple of times. Now deals 0-2. Runner is moving this one grounded to first base. Down on it. Netting, he is right on top of the bag. He didn't mishandle for a second, but he'll be right on top of the base to take it there himself, and then he'll end the inning. But the Stingers score 3 times. There's 1 base hit. No errors, and the fielder's choice helped bring across 3 runs and innings for the Stingers as they now open up a 5-1 lead over Mankato after 5 innings here at the Beehive. Trying to go for the series split, and we'll see how Bailey can work. I believe it was Cyrus Young is what his first name was. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't even close there. But Cy isn't his actual first name. It's Denton True Young was his actual name. I remember reading that one a while back. But the nickname Cy was given to him was probably something to do with his pitching motion, likened to a cyclone, and that's how I got the nickname from Cyclone to Cy. Cy Young, one of the most famous pitchers, one of the most famous names of all of baseball history, though. Won his 510th game this date in 1910, July the 19th. Getting the attendance figure a little earlier tonight. Mark Jerzak's on top of things. We don't have Ryan Voss doing the attendance numbers tonight. We're taking him till probably 10:30. I think Mark's a team accountant, though, so he's pretty good with numbers. He can do some shortcuts. Ryan has to count the tickets one by one. 1-0 on Cork to lead off the inning against Cody O'Brien. His pitch, swing and a miss for strike one. Also this date in baseball history. This date in 1912, featured Hall of Famer Wimar won his 20th game. The Giants beat St. Louis at the Polo Grounds 6-3. Here's the 1-1 to Billy. That one's low and away for a ball, 2-1. 25-year-old right-hander finished the season with a 26-11 record. Reaches a coveted milestone quicker than any other hurler in history. 2-1 on the way to Billy. Swing and a miss for strike two. We're back even again. I believe there's a lot of Rubes out there. Rube was a name given to rookies oftentimes, stuck around for a lot of them, so many guys named Rube earlier in the beginning part of the baseball history, as we know it, back in the later 1800s and early 1900s. It's why it was not because it's an actual name, but more of a nickname given to guys. But Rube Marquard's original name actually was Richard William Marquard. 3-2 on Quirk, and here's the pitch. Outside for ball four, and he walks him. Off the glove of the catcher Hall, and Billy will trot down to first base. His second walk of the night, second time he's been on board. Rube was not the same as Rube Waddell. We've talked about Rube Waddell a little bit earlier this season. Rube Waddell was the one who was a bit of a heavy drinker and got himself into a little bit of trouble with some carousing, what have you. But Rube Waddell, he didn't live terribly long with his drinking problem, and Rube Marquard, on the other hand, lived until 1980. That was his day in baseball history in 1912. Also this day in baseball history. Waiting for the first pitch to Sean Beasley with the third baseman, Rios Reyes, very far in. Ball gets between the legs of the catcher Hall. He still can't find it, and now Quirk will take a turn around second and hold there. First pitch hit ball, and it gets away from Kevin Hall. And the Stingers have the go-ahead run in scoring position with nobody out. Scored 3 times back in the 5th inning. All of those runs were with 2 outs. So Quirk now in at second base. Nobody out in the inning in the pitch. 1-0 to Beasley. So in there for a strike on the outside black. It's 1-1. In 1956, the Reds' 4-3 loss to the Pirates at Crosley Field. Brooks Lawrence's 13-game winning streak came to an end. Roberto Clemente clubbed a 3-run homer in the 9th inning. That was the decisive hit in that one. Here's a 1-1 to Bees. Hit the opposite way, foul down the right side and out of play. 1-2. Sean has been on base every time tonight. A single run scored, hit by pitch, did not score. Walked his last time in the 5th and scored a run. Stingers sent 8 guys to the plate back an inning ago. He's the second man of the inning here in the bottom of the 6th, trying to get the Stingers the lead right back after the Moondogs have tied the score at 5 with 4 in the top half of this frame. Here is the 1-2. Low and away for a ball in the dirt. It's past the catcher Hall, but Quirk decided not to chance it, and he will stay at second base. Another one that got away from Hall there. Already the second pitch of this at-bat that has caused him trouble. Quirk out at second. Reached twice tonight, has not scored yet, though. Beasley trying to move him up. Or maybe drive him in. Sean has 10 RBIs this year. 2-2 the count on Beasley. Looking for maybe a second hit of the night. Righty is set. Look at second for O'Brien. Cody O'Brien delivers 2-2. Swung on and fouled to the screen. We'll stay at 2-2. And Sean talked about it yesterday. His hitting streak did come to an end yesterday after he was hitless, but he has reached base safely in 15 straight games, and Sean has now scored a run in 7 straight contests with his run tonight. 2 runs tonight. He's now scored 10 runs his last 7 games for the Stingers. Trying to get on base, maybe drive in around the 2-2 is low and away for a ball in the off speed. Started in the hour half and moved pretty well off the outside corner with some late movement that time from O'Brien. 73 on the radar gun. So now the count will go full to the second straight batter of the inning. So RDB, the 14th pitch of the inning. Nobody out for the right-hander O'Brien. Here it is, foul away again, and we'll go one more in this at-bat. This will be the 8th pitch upcoming to Sean. Doing a nice job of working the count, though, against the reliever Cody O'Brien, who is pitching in just his 4th game of the year. Into his 6th inning of work, has pitched 5 1/3 officially this season. And there are a couple of guys in the Mankato bullpen as plan B in case O'Brien should run into some trouble in the inning. Runner at second with nobody out, the 3-2. Called strike 3, and Beasley will head back to the dugout for the first time tonight empty-handed. Strikes out looking. And 1 gone. Brian Prue will come in trying to avoid wearing the collar. He's 0 for 3 already this evening with a strikeout looking, a flyout, and a foul out. But he has been good with guys in scoring position this year. And he's been good lately for the Stingers, as I said. He's over 400 in his last 5 games in the lineup. So 1 gone in the inning. The first pitch, Pruitt squares the bunt and pops it up towards the screen. Not sure if he was going for the infield single there, but almost a dangerous play that managed to get its way towards the screen, though. Did that pop up off his bunt attempt. So it's 0-1 on him. The corners are back right now with the runner at second base already in scoring position. I would assume he was trying to bunt for a base hit. 0-1 on him. Quirk still out at second base. O'Brien checks and deals. Hit to the screen, foul, and we'll go to 0-2 now on Bryan. This game just over 2 hours old now. Just over halfway home at the Beehive, bottom of our 6th inning. Another one of those games where it just hasn't been an incredible pace to it. Yesterday, 2 hour and 53-minute ball game. Tonight we're already at 2:14 in the bottom of the 6th inning. We had a very long top of the 6th inning, and this whole 6th inning is probably verging on at least 20-25 minutes. O'Brien looking, finally has his sign, ready for his 0-2 to Pruitt. Another look at second, and now comes home. Ripped in the air into right field, drifting back with room and time to make the grab for out number 2 is Bryn Bellis. Throw to third base off of 1 bounce will be grabbed by Rios Reyes this time and did not get past him. And so with 2 gone and Quirk still out at second base, now comes Reagan Fowler's turn. Stingers, you'd hate to see this opportunity go by the wayside, putting leadoff man on base and putting him in scoring position with nobody out, not being able to bring him home. Quirk did have an opportunity to go to third base with Sean Beasley at the plate. It's a ball that got away from the catcher, Kevin Hall, but he decided to hold up at second, so he's still there. Stingers have been opportunists tonight that they scored 5 runs on just 4 hits. Trying to score another run here with maybe out without the benefit of a hit. Here's the first pitch to Fowler. That one's low for a ball. One 1-0 the count on the left-handed hitting Reagan Fowler. 1-0. Line foul, hard to the left side. Everyone gets out of the way of that one. A hot shot into a pretty crowded R&J Tours bullpen suite. They had to scatter out of the way before getting smashed by that one. So far, Stingers runners in scoring position tonight. 3 hits and 10 total at-bats. So pretty good 300 average for them so far tonight. 5 of their RBIs, all 5 of them actually with runners in scoring position. Foul trying to make it one more. The pitch off the handle towards third base and off the arm of the third baseman, Rios Reyes. It eats him up. And he will not have a play or a throw to first base. He has to just hold on here. It'll be his second error of tonight's game already. He's had a tough game. That one should have been a fairly routine play, but it skittered up his arm, and by the time he recovered, he didn't have a play at Reagan Fowler, and he just held on to the ball. So runners at the corners. The inning will continue for Kai Parrott. Should the Stingers score and he runs the inning, they will be unearned. With that last arrow, it should have ended the inning. We'll see if the Stingers can't make the Moondogs pay. Here's the first pitch to Parrott. Fastball low and away, ball 1. Parrott with runners on the corners here and 2 gone, and the bottom of the 6th inning still tied at 5, trying to untie that score. He takes one at the letters high for a ball 2-0. He's been good, as I said earlier, with guys in scoring position. Struggled a little bit, though, with guys in scoring position, and 2 outs, though, this season, hitting just 182. Has driven in 5 runs, though, in those opportunities. Here's a 2-0 to him. Upstairs again, ball 3 from O'Brien. This will be the 23rd at-bat for Kai with guys in scoring position. Fowler over at first base. Work over at third with 2 gone. Stingers trying for some more 2 on offense tonight. Here is the 3-0 now to Kai. That one is in there at the knees for a strike. Generous strike called by John Baccio on the outer half. O'Brien trying to keep it away from Parrott. Still deal a strike on his one there. We'll see what he does on 3-1. Look at first couple times the pitch. Swinging a foul to the screen, and it's going to go full. Already 3rd batter in the inning that O'Brien has taken all the way. Took Quirk full, walked him, took Beasley full, struck him out looking. Stingers still do not have a base hit in this inning. An error and a walk have put runners on the corner with 2 gone. Tied at 5 at the Beehive. And here's a 3-2. Grounded to the right side. Might be a tough play in the whole diving try and throwing from his back to first base in time. Craig netting a heck of a play to end the frame, and the Stingers come up empty-handed after getting a runner on second base. With nobody out, we're tied at 5 after our first 6 innings tonight.